What up?
Yo, what it do?
Darius look a little different today, don't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And we finally got Sky back in the building.
Yeah, man. Got a little blacker in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. So,
Vacation's always a good thing.
It is.
Hey, the heat crazy here. I can only imagine.
Hey, man, believe it or not, when I came back, it was hotter here than it was in Florida. Trust and believe, bro. It's crazy.
Tell you what we've been going through.
Yeah, you have, man.
Georgia's on something different.
But yeah, welcome, Goon.
We got Goon in the building.
Yeah, Goon in the building.
I'm supposed to come to Let's Hoop for a minute now, So
you finally made it before the seasion's out. You know, it's never too late.
Yeah. Look, mama.
I'm here. I made it.
Mama, I made it.
I'll do a little 1-2, a little razzle dazzle.
Period. Well, y'all, come on, tap in. It's Let's Hoop. Let's get it. Let's go, baby.
We're back with Let's Hoop every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. There's no better place for fan interaction with SkyWest stats, highlights, and more. Tune in live for the best SkyWest talk, upcoming matchups, and uplifting moments. Let's Hoop, presented by SkyWest Basketball.
The very first comment.
Wow.
Said the league is already at capacity.
Oh, it's too many of us. Yeah. He need a different name. Somebody.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, y'all, once again, Darius' birthday. I call him 35 now, so 35 is on his birthday. So
officially OG.
Yeah. It's, what you trying to say, man? Because I must be way up there, man. I'm about ancient.
Feel good to be the youngest person.
Are you though?
I am. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, we'll see.
We ain't tell no ages. We ain't tell no. We'll find out on a commercial break or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all come on, tap in, and as you would say, since you here.
Since I'm here. I don't know what I'm gonna say, man. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Like, oh yeah, like.
You forgot your role.
It's the week off, man. So like, subscribe. Thumb up. The little bell. What's it?
He left his script at home.
Yeah,
Excuse him.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
What's up, Ryan? I see you checking in.
Yo, Ryan. Yes, sir.
All right. So look, y'all don't be mad at me because it ain't my fault. Okay. The CEO went on vacation, so we don't have no top 10 for y'all tonight. But tune in to that IG. Okay, it'll be there later. So y'all will get there. Y'all can argue about that later.
It ain't her fault.
Yeah, it ain't my fault. I'm just the messenger.
At least the top 10 is crazy. It was some crazy places.
It was. I mean, we can talk about two in particular. I think you and I had a conversation. So we're going to see what ends up being number one. So we had Geno's putback.
And then the game winner.
The game-winning three. It's a rough one, but I would go with a game-winning three because it was a game winner. That's the reason I would go.
We might have to put that as a poll on the Instagram to see what.
We might need to do that. Hey man, y'all tap in. Y'all say it. I mean, which one should Mark get it? You know what I'm saying? Or Geno
putback or
that putback. Y'all let us know. You know what I'm saying? Have a little conversation in here. What up, Sham? I see you. But yep. So I'm guessing we just start with the games, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We had the Titans versus Chargers for the first game of the night. Titans took the cake with 75 and Chargers had 69. Sky, we'll start with you.
Well, first of all, since the Titans is here, congratulations, Mr. Assistant over there. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to Backus. Congratulations to Tyler. I believe y'all have put something together that's good. It's come together. I know it's been rocky, and as we talked a little bit before everything, it's hard when you don't have all your players all the time. So, but I mean, beating the Chargers is pretty big, for you guys. Now, I believe they had pretty much everybody. Maybe Rock wasn't there. Was Rock there? I don't think Rock was there. But I think they had everybody but him.
Other than that,
yeah. Shaq got a haircut, all that stuff. I was like, what's going on here? But we gotta talk about Raekwon. because Raekwon, he was on one.
Difference maker.
He was on one, man. He was hitting 3 after 3 after 3.
Yeah.
I was like, he ain't gonna shoot. He ain't gonna make. Oh, dang, he made that one too. It was crazy. Missed a lot of free throws though. He missed a whole lot of free throws. But Raekwon, man, he does make a big difference on that team. But I also got to shout out, man. I always got to shout out Chicken, man. You know, we be talking about Defensive Player of the Year. This year he's been proving it. This guy got in the game and immediately made a difference. You know, so but you guys are just, to me, you guys are just well put together right now. All the other people, you know, I wouldn't even say other people. It's just everybody's playing well as a team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eats, you know, and everybody, you know, you got Gary. Just everybody's doing well. The Chargers, I don't know if they came into this game thinking it's the Titans. You know, they don't have a great record. You know, so sometimes you get into that mindset and try to come back and play hard too late.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not taking away anything from the Titans, but it just felt like they kind of, when they came out, it was kind of lethargic. Yeah. And then they realized, oh, shoot, like we got a game. And they really tried to start playing. And it just, y'all just outplayed them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all outplayed them. You know, Khalil was there. He was doing his thing. Yeah. You know, Smoke was there. I mean, Shaq was there. Shaq, when, you know, Shaq was eating, but when Mason came, it was kind of like, you know, it's not as easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy, man. So just kudos to y'all, man. I mean, you playing a powerhouse team. And, you know, even though I know you guys aren't in the playoffs, but what I really like is that you guys really came together and was like, we're playing a game today. And we don't want to win a game today.
Right.
And I think y'all came out and just proved, you know, who y'all are and who y'all going to be in the future. So let you take it from there.
You're not going to give me a tech before I start, are you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. First things first, you know, shout out to Chargers, you know, good game. For us, it was one of them things, it was like, we know our season is kind of over with in terms of going to the playoffs, but we still kind of want to show that, like, we not just somebody who's just going to lay down, you know, like, we still have fight. Like Raekwon had been talking to us for a minute, like, I'm going to be there for the Chargers game, you know, no matter what, like, I'm going to be there for that. And even with the way our record looked, like, he still made sure he showed up to show that what we can be if we have a few pieces, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be good to have our whole team, but
yep.
If we can have a few pieces from what we have, like, I think we do good. So shout out the guys. You know, it's kind of hard, you know, watching your team go from where we started at and just kind of watching it dwindle as the season goes. Every week, you know, you optimistic about getting another win, and then just like, dang, we lost again, like, to somebody who we could and should have beat. Like, of course, you feel that way about everybody, but, you know, it's not a secret. Everybody felt like with the talent we had, we would be one of the better teams in the league, record-wise. So,
hands up. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard, but, you know, to watch them continue to fight, like, no matter what, everybody showed. The ones who've been showing up, they show up every week. We fight, and we're going to continue to fight. I think Sunday showed, like, what we can really be in the future, you know, and we were still missing pieces.
Yeah.
So, shout out them.
Yeah, man. I felt like the ball moved a lot more. I felt like y'all played as a team, you know. And I do, like I said, man, I've watched Mason go from team to team, you know, be upset with, you know, teammates and all of that stuff. I've seen, you know, what has happened, but, man, Mason is really showing how big of a piece he is, you know.
Let me say this about Mason, because there's always been a narrative like Mason isn't a locker room guy. Mason is always a problem. Mason has been, like, since he's gotten here, like, he's been one of the best locker room pieces we have.
Yeah.
Mason makes it to every practice. Mason is going to communicate on the court when nobody else does. Mason is going to speak up. Like, when you say Mason is like a defensive floor general, like, that's literally what he is. Like, and I don't have nothing bad to say about Mason.
Oh no, that's and I just wanted to make a point because all of that stuff was said, and I'm not gonna lie, I tried to get them to myself, but you know what I'm saying, that didn't work out. But Mason and I actually talked. I mean, we cool, we talk on a normal basis pretty much, but I've seen what he's done for that team, and it just feels like he just comes out with a fire on him. So I got to give him credit, man. Just give all of y'all credit because I mean, like you said, you guys could have just laid down, said we didn't make the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all came out and then that loss to the Bulldogs. I know that hurt.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, you lost to the Bulldogs who didn't have a win yet, but you came out and beat the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot about you guys, man. So kudos to y'all, man. Congratulations, man. Good game, good coaching, everything like that. Yep.
All right. Now let's get into the Wolves versus Blazers.
No. Next. No, I'm just kidding.
Blazers had 85 and Wolves ended with 78. Goon, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna start where you started. It'll be nice to see your whole team on the court. I feel like y'all were missing a lot of key pieces that defensively it's just hard to be able to compete with the Blazers if you don't have a group of solid defenders on the court at all times because they can kill you from top to bottom. And on the Blazers side, it's just like they don't stop. They don't stop. They keep going. Like regardless of whether it's Kel, whether it's Sean, whether it's Gino, whether DJ is killing that game. Quinn started off the game hot. Like, it doesn't matter. Malolo can come off the bench and burn you. Like, it doesn't matter where you get it from. The other guy, TJ, he looked pretty decent on Sunday. And it's just like, when they're playing as one, which they usually do, they look pretty unbeatable. Like, you have to really give them credit. Like, as much as you want to talk about them and you want to throw smut on the name because it's just like they just say so good.
Because a few players talk some trash.
It's
like,
a few trash talking, that goes
yeah.
along with it. But, as much as you want to, like, you have to give them their respect. And something we were talking about before is that Sean hasn't even been the one that's been the leader this year. Like, Kel has been insane.
Yeah.
Sean is always going to get his. Sean is going to average his 20. But the way he stepped back this year for real, and let Kel have his shine, like, that's what makes them such a great team because they're real brothers, like, and that shows on the court.
Yeah.
Like, we talk all the time about how chemistry matters. Like, chemistry matters in basketball. You can't just show up on Sunday and play 5-on-5 and expect the outcome to be good every week. Like, they was playing together before they came to the Blazers together. Now they found a way to all be together and actually practice as a unit. And shout out to them, the way they built that team and the way they keep going. I don't got nothing to say about it.
It's crazy work, man. It gives me remnants of the Chargers when they won their championship. Yeah. You remember how the Chargers were always together? They were always a team. They were always a brotherhood.
Even Black Ice when they first came into
absolutely. And it just goes to show you, man, like, just being communicating to each other and being like that and being that tight-knit brotherhood, it makes a big difference, man. And I'm seeing the comments, DJ, you one of the ones that talk trash. But anyway, but as far as, I've been saying this for the past like 3 weeks. It was against my team. Same old. You know what I'm saying? Blazers, they doing it again. What can you say? What can you say? When they get dubs, what can you say? Absolutely nothing. All you can do is give them credit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about me, and you already know this, Goon, I don't care who's not there. If you're playing a game of basketball, I believe you always got a chance to win.
Absolutely.
And I'll give a shout out to my team as well because I believe they fought, man. Yeah, I mean, we really had a skeleton crew out there. And, I think they beat us by 7. So, I mean, for me, I wasn't – most of the time when I lose a game, like, I'm super upset. Y'all don't see it, but I'm super upset.
Yeah.
But this particular game, 1, because of who we were playing, and 2, because of who we had, I wasn't super upset. I felt like we learned something about ourselves. You get what I'm saying? I felt like we learned that we can fight and we don't have to just depend on. It's not about who's there. It's about you doing what you need to do while you're there.
Yeah, and Miles still got it.
Oh, listen.
Miles still got it.
Listen, Miles is Miles and I talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? And Miles he's that guy, man. You know who else put on a good show? Sham.
Yeah.
Sham put on a good show. Man, my team overall, man, just they had so much fight in them, man. They had so much fight in them. I do believe they got gassed a little bit at the end and stuff like that. But it's rough, man, because when you're playing against the Blazers, they're well coached, so they know how to play against that zone defense. Yeah. And we had to go zone because we didn't have enough people. You get what I'm saying? So most people will say, man, you got to get out of that zone when they shoot. And I'm like, yeah, if we get out of the zone in the first quarter and start playing man all the way to fourth quarter, we're going to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22, you know, because Kel was hitting them from NBA range.
Yeah.
It's like he was just stepping up and hitting them.
That's Kel.
That's what I'm saying. So it was just like Kel was on one. So, but yeah, man. I mean, all I can say is kudos to the Blazers, man. They one game away from having an undefeated season. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, kudos to y'all. I know there's a lot of people that don't like y'all. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this, why you laughing?
Questions that need answers. Who don't like them?
A hit dog holler.
A hit dog holler. But
y'all fishing for something that ain't them.
But for me, man, just the league itself. When the Heat came into this league, I don't know if you was around then. When the Heat, when Rashad's team, old Heat,
they last year in the league was like when I first started.
Right. So they're giving me remnants of the Heat, how the Heat was just unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? It was like they were unbeatable. And they made this league better. And I think right now the Blazers, love them, hate them, they're making the league better. They're making people try to figure out how we get better, and that's making every team get better, in my opinion. So kudos to y'all. And Kel for MVP, he's in the race. I'm still going with PJ, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, so third game of the night, we had Savages versus Warriors. Savages took the cake with 85, and Warriors had 84. All right, go.
Ooh.
We were both at the table, Goo.
That was a moment. I don't even know where I want to start. Let's start with the Savages. The Savages played great all game. You know, like they had their ups and downs definitely, but they fought. You know, it was a fight all game really between both teams, and really coming down to it, like you really didn't know where it was going to go. You know, I said to PJ after the game, I said, "You got to stay out of foul trouble." And, you know, he responded and said, "This was my first game in foul trouble," and I said, "And you see the difference it makes."
It is.
So it was one of them things where, yeah, he was in foul trouble, but, you know, you had other pieces going, like Steve got going. Steve is going Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you think Steve might be out, you know what I'm saying, he always going to come back and give you a game. It's just like, all right, bro, you got it. Like, we still respect you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going to do what you got to do. TJ has been TJ all season. I said this earlier this season. I always heard TJ talk about how good he was. And personally, I just never was like, yeah, I believe him. Like, or, you know, like I just never saw it. But this season, like, first to say, like, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really one of them ones. So, and then I got to talk about the game winner.
Bruh.
Just to be prepared for that moment.
Bruh. The 3-point champ.
He was prepared for it. He set his feet. He took his time. He was prepared for it. And that leads me to the Warriors. They played a great game, too. Like I said, it was back and forth all game. Shout out Rashad. Rashad played a lot of the game very, very early.
He did.
I don't know. The Warriors, they're kind of like us. You know, they don't really have a full team very often. You know what I'm saying? Like in that that really kills them a lot of times.
Barlow's injury, man. Barlow,
Bar-
I think Barlow would have made a huge difference this whole season.
Barlow always makes a huge difference.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you factor that in, and just to still be in the position that they were in,
Mhm.
like you have to give them kudos. Jay and Rashad turned back the clock this year.
They did.
Jay has played the past few games. Like Jay has really shown why he's considered a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hitting shots. Amari's been playing good.
Mm-hmm.
Start of this game for the Warriors though was Larry. Larry,
man,
was
what you talking about?
all over the place, literally. And I got to give him his flowers. Like I hated that he missed the last 2 free throws, and
Mm-hmm.
just on being real, like you got to finish that game, dog. Like you have to finish that game
Yeah.
because you were in the position to be like, I won us this game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just, I know it hurt, but you played a heck of a game, dude.
He did. Man, I will say, man, the TJ thing, see, I knew TJ when he played for the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've seen TJ and his skills, man. It's just almost like he went to a shell for a little bit, but this year it was like, okay, I'm going to show y'all who I am. So, but I have the book right here, so I'm going to get to cheat a little bit. But I do want to mention this. Mark, 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. TJ, 16 points. Steve, 19 points. This is the one we really don't talk about because he don't talk much. Solomon, 14 points. PJ, 16 points.
Balanced diet over there.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that's in double figures. That says a lot about who they are.
Yeah.
But the reason I wanted to mention Solomon, man, he's one of those players that don't say much, but he's always that player that got that extra rebound, that extra offensive rebound. Like you didn't expect him to come from he comes from everywhere and gets the extra offensive rebound. He plays good defense. He does the things like he's almost like that. I always say like the Rick Fox, because Rick Fox is always the forgotten one on the Lakers.
Yeah.
But Rick Fox was that guy. He was the guy that did all the dirty work, man. And Solomon really, really does that, man. So I just wanted to point out the stat line and show the teamwork. I mean, it was teamwork, man. Joe, he got in the game. He really wasn't hitting his shot, but he did what needed to be done to win the game. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, also, yes, Backus, I got you. But to go to the Warriors, man, pun intended, Rashad showed that he was a Warrior. I mean, he literally came out of the game wincing at one point, but he's been trying his best to carry the load for that team. And to be honest with you, they got to hit the free throws, man. It ain't just Larry. Like down the line, like it was missed free throw after missed free throw. I literally thought the Warriors had this game. Like I literally thought they had this game won. But it was missed free throw after missed free throw after missed free throw. And I'm just like, man, I mean, what's going on? Danny got in foul trouble early. Too.
First quarter. He had 3 in the first.
Yeah, he had 3 in the first quarter. So that hurt because, to be honest with you, that's another player that in the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, Danny looking like he rusty. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But Danny has been playing some good basketball, man.
Yes.
So I got to give him credit. But at the end of the day, you got to be available for your team. Yeah. And getting all those fouls hurts. It really hurts. So, but I'm not going to lie, man. This game was very exciting. And that game went in 3. Mark, man, kudos to you. His sister had won the shirt, and she was twisting that thing, man.
Crazy.
She was, man. So, man, kudos to them, man. I don't know what the Warriors going to do because supposedly this is the last season for Pops. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see because I don't know if they want to go out like that.
My thing is with the Warriors is that they had a talent. They kind of like a lot of the teams in the league that just are struggling to figure out these teams are talented.
Yeah.
It's just about putting the pieces together and really getting them to gel. And, like we were kind of robbed of what they could be without Barlow this year.
Right.
And I feel like running back, you know what I'm saying? draft decent, run it back and, really like try to get them to work together as a team. Like they get that together, like play team because they got good vets.
Yeah.
Jay and Shad are good vets.
They are.
Like work with them.
Yeah. And I do think if you take some of the pressure off of Rashad, some of the pressure off of Jay, some of the pressure off of them, and they had to do what they had to do because of the way the team is constructed.
Yeah.
But I do think if it's less pressure on them, that's going to be better for them.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, Father Time, it's Father Time.
Absolutely.
And if you're a player with some age on you that can, relax a little bit or don't feel like you have to enforce, that can help as well. You feel like you got help. And I think Larry coming on the team has been a big help for them. So
he's definitely been a spark.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, great game, man. Once again, Mark, man, somebody said Dame time. And somebody said that in the comments, man. That was what it was, man. So yep. But that's all I got. What you got?
I got nothing.
This game.
No.
That's what you got.
We'll be right back after this commercial break, y'all.
We're here to unlock greatness.
What they say doesn't matter.
What I do defines me.
Respect is our currency.
Brotherhood is our culture. What comes between us? Nothing.
We are family.
We are competition.
We are
SkyWest Basketball.
All right, y'all.
Scrabble.
Yo, the behind the scenes is hilarious. If only y'all could see, literally. All right, so we got 2 more games to discuss. Panthers versus Red Hawks. Red Hawks took the cake with 86, and Panthers had 82. We're gonna start with you.
Ooh. The Red Hawks. They're shocking me. They shocked me these past couple games. I'm not gonna lie. You just don't really expect the Red Hawks to get too many wins. Like, I'm not trying to be shady or nothing, but just calling a spade a spade. You don't expect them to win too many games. So, shout out to the Red Hawks for starters for getting these last 2 wins. Josh was the player of the game,
bro.
You make a difference, gang.
Yeah.
That's really all you can say is that you make a difference. I think both games you've been here this year that they won. So when you're here, your impact is definitely it's noticed on the court. So going forward, I think with him and adding more pieces, they played their past few games. They played together well. They really played as a team. And so I feel like, you get him to commit and then, you draft well once again, because at this point, that's where you're at in the season. Like, your season's kind of done and you're looking forward to the future. So you look at what you have right now and you reevaluate and you go into the draft with optimism that you're going to be able to find the piece that you need. I think the guy who they drafted this year, he missed a lot of games.
Which one? Zah?
No, not Zah. Brendan,
yeah.
He's missed a lot of games, and the couple games he did play, he showed me a little that he could be valuable to them. Zah, this later half of the season, has really shown what he could be. Like, he's a shooter. Like,
he can drive too.
He's a player. Like, he hits tough shots. So I think the Red Hawks got a little something going for themselves. If they can really add that piece or two that they need to really sit there and be able to compete every week and not sometimes, I think they'll be good. The Panthers, shout out to the Panthers. I'm going to say this first. Past few weeks, I'm put it out there. You know, everybody been talking about it. Champ hasn't been here the past
Yeah.
few weeks.
Yeah.
But the Panthers they didn't stop coming to games.
Mhm.
They've shown up and they've been competitive. Like none of these games that they played in have just been blowouts. And if they did end up blowouts, it happened in the fourth quarter. So shout out to Panthers. They're playing with a lot of heart. Tate and Kobe are really doing something special. Then you throw in CI and what Von is doing, and you know, said when he shows up, you know, they really they play together. They gel well, and watch out for the Panthers. I don't have too much to say about them because I think it's kind of been known that this season was a wash for them. Like, of course, they wanted to go out and be competitive, but they weren't looking to really, you know, they knew they weren't going to make much noise. So watch out for them.
Truth, man. Truth. Well, congratulations, Red Hawks, for giving 3-5 a win on this BD, on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? I know he's somewhere. I don't know where he is. He's probably on the beach chilling. I don't know what he's doing. But if you're watching the show, bro, enjoy your vacation and your B-Day. But, man, the Red Hawks, like you said, man, they look totally different with Josh. And it was funny, man, because Josh we call him Black Lightning for a reason. It's just not a stupid nickname. It's like he's really fast like lightning. And it was funny, man, because Von, it's no disrespect to Von. Von is a great defender. Like he plays defense very hard, great defender, super athletic, been great this year, period. Von has. But it was one play that Black Lightning got the ball and he put a move on Von that was quick. And Von was like, God, but I thought I was fast. It's like, man, that I'm telling you, man, Josh is crazy fast, man. But he gives them like a 1-2 punch on that point guard position. You know, TJ is a little change of speed, and he's a change of speed. TJ is a little different player, you know, than that. I see you talking about PJ for MVP. That's what I was saying, but we'll talk about that in a second. But TJ, but we're talking about Zai, man. He was like, he's been all over these past few games. He's kind of been all. I think one game he was benched in the fourth. I thought that was crazy. I was like, this dude has been balling and y'all set him down for the remainder. I was like, that wasn't a good decision. But you know, who else has been pretty consistent these past few games is Suspect.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Suspect has been very consistent,
Absolutely.
man. So just kudos to the Red Hawks for once again, these teams, both of these teams, you're not in the playoffs. You know you're not in the playoffs, but you still came. You still play hard. You know, and I gotta give teams respect for that. Panthers, man, I really can't wait to see what they're gonna look like next year. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. With Bully, it's like he's still at like maybe 65%, and he still is almost unstoppable. Yeah, like it's crazy work, man. But you know, Mr. Consistent, man, Kobe has been balling all year, man. Like this team right here, I'm telling you, even this year, it's like you can't just come in there and be like, oh, it's the Panthers. No, okay. Okay.
I say it got a little dark over here.
But what I said is, like, if you treat them like that, they will beat you, man. So I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when they're a full-fledged team, when the coach is available and all of that stuff, you know. So man, kudos to them. Just a great overall game. I believe it was great. Somebody said Suspect has been on one. He has.
Yeah,
he has.
Oh, yeah, turn back the clock this year.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Suspect. He was reminded me of the Boys and Girls Clubs. Suspect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
yeah. Salute the Suspect.
Yeah. So
one thing we said, we were sitting at the table before the game, and then as the first quarter started, we looked over at the bench. We said, well, I don't think the coach know who Josh is, because why he still sitting?
But you know, I guess because Josh haven't been around. But I bet when Josh got in though, he's like, oh, he figured it out real quick.
He said he stay out there a little longer.
Yeah. Leave him.
Let him rock.
Yeah. So what does it say? Tate's percentage count goes up to 150. He's at 85. Yeah, man. That's a true statement. Like he doesn't like 100%. Like if it was a video game, like his his percentage of a player would be 150 because it takes crazy, man.
Yeah.
That for him to be doing what he's doing, and we all know what happened, man. That's that's crazy work, man. But kudos to him. I think he's been at every game. He's been there. So kudos to him. Kudos to the Panthers. And obviously kudos to the Red Hawks, man. You guys have fought. And the only bad thing, y'all ain't getting the last pick. You ain't getting the last pick. So, but I like the fact that they're not tanking and trying to get the last. You get what I'm saying? Like they're actually playing. Yeah, the first pick. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. But yeah, so but yeah, kudos to them, man. Good job. Entertaining game. Yep.
All right, and last game of the night was Black Ice versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs did take the cake with 77, and Black Ice had 65. Now Sky got a question for you.
What's up?
Because you was having a nice little word of the day is sidelines.
I don't want to get too deep into it on live and stuff like that, but basically, Josh turned the speaker, and we just talked about that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that and move on. We talked about that, and at the end of the day, very end of the day, we shook hands and said, let's squash all of this and keep moving. So and I don't even want to try to assume why and all of that stuff, but I know you can get frustrated. When you're losing to a team you think you're supposed to beat. So it is what it is.
So do you think if the circumstances were different that the Bulldogs would have won?
Meaning, if Josh would have played in the fourth quarter?
Yeah. If it wasn't that sideline distraction, do you think it would have been a different turnout of the game?
Very well could have been. I'm not saying it would have been, but
yeah,
it very
and
well
not to take anything from the Bulldogs, of course. But.
Somebody said it took away from the game, but yeah, it was just one of those moments, where this is a man-to-man moment where we was trying to squash something, and I'm believing that. I don't want to go crazy over that, but at the end of the day, I think once again, Black Ice came out there, and this is Bulldogs. It's Bulldogs. We supposed to win this game, and I do think at the end of the day, emotions can run rampant when you lose to a team that has only won one game this season. So but what I do like is I like what I see with the Bulldogs, and I think TT being on the sideline,
Shout out to Coach TT.
TT, we about to put you in the coach of the year because you're 2-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he sit on the bench versus the Blazers this week and get the win, I'm
Bro.
writing him in the back.
Hey man, we might have to write you in. So, but nah, it's just showing though, like, and he was just trying to organize them. He wasn't trying to like really take over or anything like that. He was just trying to organize them and trying to, get in their ear about what they can do. He kind of let them be who they are. But just having somebody there to help with that, to help sub people in, to help do all of this stuff, it allows all the players to play freer, in my opinion. And I do think they played free. One thing, man, we always talk about K-Roll, and K-Roll is a volume shooter and all of this stuff. But, man, I'm going to tell you something. K-Roll is one of the best communicators we have in the league. Him and Chicken Man. You know what I'm saying? They're some of the best communicators we have in the league, man. And he's been doing what he says. That's what discussion was about because they was losing. I ain't getting into it, but I do think because every time like K-Roll when they're playing defense, he's like, "Yo, Nick, nah, you, hey, nah, Kel, you right here. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always been very animated on the court. So, and I think they're starting to believe and it's starting to work. You get what I'm saying? So, they've been very competitive this year, and I think they're at the point of getting over a hump. You know, and if he can get a couple of more pieces, I do think that the Bulldogs are going to be something to reckon with, because at the end of the day, K-Row is a scorer. But the crazy part is Kel got this. He beat. He had 22. I think K-Row had 20. So Kel he kind of went off. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him credit. I think. I don't know. I think Black Ice got frustrated. I did see Alexis on the sideline say, "Man, y'all got to run the play. I'm telling y'all to run." I saw. I don't know if you saw it, Goon, but I saw it. It was like, "Are y'all not listening?" Because I heard her point out the stuff, and she's like, "You're not doing what I asked you to do." You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what that was, because she's actually been doing a phenomenal job coaching this year, and to me, that's why she's in the Coach of the Year running, because she's just been doing a great job with them. But it felt like she had some frustration going on, because I felt like I saw a couple of times she's like, "Y'all not listening to me," you know. So, and that very well could be the reason that they, you know, didn't come up with this win, like, you know, everybody pretty much expected, you know, on paper. So, I'll say that. Who was it? Fletcher. I think Fletcher had 25 points. Like, he was actually balling. Fletcher was going off. Like, he was going off. You know, he was giving them all he could. And granted, they were missing some players too. I think Rodney wasn't there.
No Rodney, no Trajan.
Rodney, listen.
No Malik.
Yep. But I'm going to tell you, Trajan has been a glue to that team this year.
Absolutely.
He's been a glue to that team. And I can tell they were missing him.
Absolutely.
You know, because Trajan is one of those players. He's pretty silent, but he can play some basketball, man. So, but they're missing pieces. But at the end of the day, you know, I do believe Black Ice felt like they should have won that game as well. So I do feel like it might have been somewhat of some frustration. So I'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna start with the Bulldogs. So for starters, shout out Samp. It was good to see you back on the court. I was surprised to see him myself, but it was definitely good to see him back on the court.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs, they fight. You know,
all day.
They made a lot of trades towards the first half of the season. But you know, no matter who was on the court, who showed up for them, they fought.
Yep.
They've had their ups and downs this season, of course, more downs than ups, but the way that they're trending towards the end of the season is in an upward path, and you have to feel good about that. Showtime came over there. He's made an impact.
Yep.
Jordan Adams has been, I don't even know what to say. He's shown me something this year that I've never seen. I've never seen in Jordan.
What team did he lead?
The Red Hawks.
What team did Mason lead?
Oh, goodness. The Red Hawks.
See a little trend going on?
I'm not messing with you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what that is.
I hit a chat. But nah, man, salute to them though, because it's just the way they fight. They don't stop.
Right.
If you don't come in with some fight in you and with some heart, you're gonna lose, because they can do it in ways to where they're playing really well as a team. They can do it in ways to where Showtime and K-Row are lighting it up together as a duo. And then they can add Kel in there. And
right.
I don't know where Kel was at like the first few games of the season, but after All-Star break, he's really...
He said, plead the fifth goal.
After All-Star break, he's turned it up. Like, he's been a different player for them, man. I gotta give him his flowers. He's been a great piece for them. Black Ice. I haven't had many conversations with Lex outside of Sunday. Sunday might have been the first time I've actually spoken to Lex and really had interaction with her. And I'm listening to her coach, because you nominate someone as Coach of the Year. You want to pay attention to what they're doing.
Right.
And so I'm over there listening to her coach every time. They're not listening to me. They're not listening to me. Like, you're not even listening to what I'm saying. And she was to the point where she's like, my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do. And one thing I want to say is that when it comes to having a good coach, you have to listen. because they're not steering you in the wrong direction. You know, like, and I feel like ultimately, like, that's probably what lost them this game is just not listening to coaching and like really because they were shorthanded.
Right.
You know, like yeah, the players on the court were very talented. Black Hawk has a very talented roster, but when you're missing the pieces that you were missing, it's just like you have to take coaching a little bit more seriously. And you know, it's just listening to her be that frustrated. And you know, as coaches, you've been in that position. You know, what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? You constantly saying something, and it's just like, bro, that's nothing that we just talked about doing, you know? So,
yeah.
You know, being in that position is tough. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing every year with Black guys. Like they're always good. But it's like internally or whatever they have going on, like something always distracts them from being what they could be.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's hard, man, because Black Ice have shown, like they've shown how good they are.
Absolutely.
And then this happens.
This season was one of the best seasons they had. Like even the year they won the championship, like this team looked good.
Tank was back.
Tank was back. Yeah. When they're all here and playing together, this team looks good. Like you just have consistency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Consistency is key. Like you can't be good sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
Like you, at some point, you have to establish some consistency because you're just gonna keep being in the same position over and over and over.
Right.
What good is it to have the talent if we're not gonna do nothing with it?
Right. Right. That's true, man. So I know it's a rough game for them, but you know, we'll get into it when you know who they playing next week.
Absolutely.
Ooh-wee. Absolutely. Be nice. Gonna be nice. So that was it for the games.
Yeah, that was the last game of the night.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and we'll be right back with our life moment right after this commercial break.
Hi, my name is Willie King, and I'm so excited to be coming to you as one of the newest commissioners of SkyWest Basketball. The thing that draws me to SkyWest Basketball is the opportunity to help men to grow, to strengthen relationships, and also to teach them how basketball and working as a team can help them to grow in their everyday lives. This really kind of goes back to when we first started. This started out as a form of ministry and growing men, and how that it has grown over the years in competition, but it's kept its central focus, which is to grow young men and helping them to be successful in life. I'm so excited to meet each and every one of you and serving in this newest role. I'm looking forward to a great season.
All right, so we're back. 35's not
preacher.
here. I ain't preaching nothing. I ain't preaching nothing. But I do want to take a moment and talk about anger. What do you do with anger? Do you let it control you or do you control it? So I'm gonna start off with a Bible verse. It's Ephesians 4:26. It says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." Okay. So basically what that's saying is it's okay to be angry. So we all get angry. We all have anger issues. I know when I was younger, I had like real bad anger issues. But we all have those issues, but what are we doing with it? I actually grabbed some statistics, and I'm gonna read this to you guys. It's about road rage. Okay, so it basically says in the U.S., homicides and assaults from road rage with a gun happens yearly about 100 to 140 times deaths from road rage with a gun. It says, but if you include a broader just aggressive driving, about 12,000 to 20,000 per year die because of rage and anger. It's crazy because you don't even know who that person is most of the time. You just don't. I've had it to where I'm driving and somebody cut me off. I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm hot. But my whole thing is, what are we doing with that? Are we letting the anger control us to make us have somewhat of a sinful nature? Meaning that we're pulling out a gun or we're, having bad road rage, trying to run them off the road. What are we doing with that? So I have another example of the Messiah, Jesus. I call him Yahusha, but I have another example of him. Basically, he turned over. I'll just paraphrase everything. He came in, and they were doing stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing, and he flipped some tables. He flipped some tables. He was angry, but he flipped tables because they were doing things that were unrighteous. So even the Messiah himself has had times where he was angry. The other thing is the Messiah had power. So understand that it was soldiers when he was on the cross that were stabbing him, doing all kind of stuff. He had powers to actually call upon the angels and come get him and all of this stuff. Even though he had those powers, he didn't use them because it was something bigger on the other side. So my question to you guys is, what are you doing with your anger? Are you letting your anger control you and make you have a sinful nature or a wrongful nature? Or are you able to control your own anger and do like the Messiah did? Understand what the point of everything is and what the end game is, because a lot of times we don't see the end game when we get angry. We just see the right now game. We see what's going on right now. It makes me feel good to flip right now. It makes me feel good to go off right now. We don't see the end game of what is that going to accomplish. So I'll leave it at that and let you guys speak if you want to.
When you gave the example of Jesus flipping the tables, yes, he was angry, but out of love.
Absolutely.
So it kind of reminded me of like a parent's love or a father's love. Like, your parents love you, but as a kid, if you're disobedient, if you're doing something they tell you not to do, it's not because they don't want you to, do that particular thing. It might be dangerous. You could kill yourself and you might not even know. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes anger comes from a place of love and not out of criticism. It's, I'm trying to protect you. Even Champ, love you, but when you crashed out, like, it's valid because you feel like the refs weren't doing their jobs in the moment. It's not because you didn't crash out because you just felt like you were being wronged or it was just unnecessary. It was for the love of your team. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, sometimes it's okay to be angry out of love, but also it's like you have to really dial back and see, okay, how can I handle this? How can I handle the anger that I have built up right now? There's always, hey, let me go take a walk. Let me take a breath. Because I know most times my mouth is very reckless. So it takes a lot for me to get to that point. But once I'm there, if I say something, it could hurt feelings. So I have to dial back and realize, hey, we're all human. So if you say something to me, Sky, and I'm like, I don't like the way you said it.
Right.
And I want to confront you about it right now. It might come out the wrong way. And I might say some things I might regret because I'm heated in the moment versus, hey, let me look at your shoes. Let me see what you thought, perspective. I think that's what a lot of people, this generation, we're quick to do like cancel culture. Like, oh, you said this one thing that offended me and I'm angry. And so you're canceled. I'm like, no, like the more we start to try to understand other people's perspectives, the more we can come to a mutual agreement. Okay, I can see how you feel that. I disagree still, but it's cool. We can go our separate ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I almost had a little crash out moment today too. But God's still working out on me. God's still working on me. But emotional intelligence is key. I would say in any situation, you have to know when to respond to certain things. And sometimes things aren't just worth your energy.
Right.
So sometimes, okay, cool. I understand you coming at me all crazy, but I'm gonna just let it go because right now that's gonna take too much energy out of me and my peace and my well-being to pour into this. So I just gotta let it go because sometimes it's not worth it. And that's all I got.
Dooney, you got anything?
I guess for me, I would say that one thing that everybody should know is that everybody has something. You know, like no matter how you feel or how angry you may be in the moment, everybody has something or someone they can be around or something they can do that can, you know, help them to dial it back a bit.
Right.
Something that I've said a bunch about myself is I'm a hothead, you know, like I take up for that, you know, like I've taken credit for that. But within this past year, like just within myself, I've seen like the difference in being able to just be like, okay, let's think for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a serenity prayer tattoo on my forearm. So every time that's my go-to. Like when I'm upset, when I'm angry, when I feel like something's about to go left, and I know that like my temper is getting there, it's like you can only control what you can control.
Right.
You know, like some things is just something you can't do about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just you have to know that you have it in you. You have to believe in yourself to be able to control it. I had a crash out moment at the game. What was it, 2 weeks ago? With the refs because of what was going on. But afterwards, I'm like, okay, that could have been handled differently, you know. But you know, in the heat of the moment, sometimes you just can't. It is uncontrollable sometimes, you know. And being able to sit back and reflect on it, though, know where you made the mistake, and being able to be like, okay, this is what I need to do differently. That's the first step. Because once you take that first step and you realize that that's the first step, and you're willing to take it. Now it's before you're even getting in the situation, you're thinking about what you've already been thinking about.
Absolutely.
So just keep an open mind, you know, like really believe in yourself, trust yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm not up here talking about this because I'm perfect, but I'm talking about it because I know just in general, people have issues with anger. It just happens.
Sure.
And what we do with it is very important. And something you said is very, very important for people to understand that you have to go somewhere with it. You can't just be that person. And I feel like you are noticing things. You start to notice. And then that's a part of gaining the control. You know, we say, man, sometimes it's uncontrollable. But in that moment, when we go back and look at it, say, you know what, I could have did this right here to control this. I could have did that right there to control this. So, you know, nobody on this panel is claiming to be perfect. I know I'm not, you know, but it is something that, you know, a lot of us don't really talk about. We don't talk about it. And I think it's something that we need to talk with each other about. So, you know, just like I said, just guard your anger, you know, and if you do get angry, you control the anger. Don't let the anger control you. That's all I have.
Preach.
I ain't preaching. I'm just talking.
All right.
What we talking about next?
Let's get into these end of the year awards.
Got you. First
I know we did mention it last week, but since you're here and since we've had another game, maybe some opinions might have changed. So let's just see. So let's start with most improved player.
I think Darius Backus just said Trajan. I think that's another one to throw in there too. Because Trajan has, like last year, I felt like he was almost out of place with that team.
Yeah.
And this year, I feel like he has found a place. So I would say Trajan.
So who was in the running before? Who did we have from last year?
Lance said I'm about to crash out right now. Lance, don't do it, Lance. Don't do it.
Stay strong, brother.
Who are the other people that were mentioned? Because I agree pretty much with the list. I can't remember who else was mentioned. You were here. You're supposed to remember.
Hey, man. Y'all was throwing out so many names.
Yeah. Who else was it? I can't. Hey, y'all in the chat. Who else was mentioned last week? Because I totally. Shoot, I'm gonna throw Larry in there.
For sure.
I gotta throw Larry in there.
I think somebody I said to you Sunday that I was questioning but wasn't quite sure about how he played in the league before. But Fletcher.
I think we did. I think Fletcher was thrown around last week too, because Fletcher,
Fletcher has been hooping this year.
he has.
And I think somebody was telling me that the last time Fletcher like played in the league consistently, he was kind of doing the same thing. I just don't remember.
Oh no, Fletcher was that. Here we go. Showtime. That was another one. Hey, you got to jog my memory. Yeah.
Jordan Adams.
Yeah, they said Jordan, Showtime, Trey. Yep. I think those were the most names thrown around. But yeah, Fletcher did like. It seemed like he was. Did he? I can't remember last year.
I feel like
I think Fletcher was
hurt on and off, and then on and off, and it was just he was never here consistently.
Yeah.
This year he's been here consistently, and he's been a problem.
Who y'all got, man? Who everybody else got? I mean, we did talk about. I remember them talking about Showtime. You know, some people was like, well, he hadn't done it that many games, but as soon as he came to the Bulldogs, it's kind of like he kind of changed. Not the culture, but you know, just the
situation matters.
Yeah. So I will say that Trey. But yeah, that's kind of the names that's out there.
Showtime, Trey, Jordan Adams.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I say. I don't see anybody else saying anything else. So what else we got?
Let's do 6th man of the year.
That is between Malolo for the Blazers.
We got to put Mike in there.
Jay from Black Ice, because he doesn't start.
Jay doesn't start. Jay don't start. Or he just be getting there late. Yes, he be getting there late.
Same difference. He don't start because he getting there late.
Vaughn, that was the other one that was yes.
How did wait. How did we miss Vaughn on Most Improved?
That was the other one. Yes, Most Improved Vaughn. Yeah, good call. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Lance.
Well, I was just like, when I seen Javon, I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was the other Most Improved.
Absolutely.
But who else? 6 man. So we said Mike,
Malolo, Jay, and let me see. I don't see nobody else that they put in there for 6 man.
He said Trey and Malik are starters.
Yeah,
but we didn't say either one of those for.
No, he was just confirming that Jay comes off.
Okay. So we have to put Jay in there then. Yeah. I think. It's going down these teams. Is Mark coming off the bench?
No, Mark starts.
He starts. Okay.
Mark starts. No.
I'm trying to go down through each team.
Who comes off the bench for the Chargers?
Dude, Omar comes off the bench, don't he?
Does Omari?
Amari, I mean.
I don't know if Omari comes off the bench. I think he starts.
Oh no. I think Backus, help us out. I don't think Amari starts, bro. Not when they have their full squad there. I don't think he starts. That's a good one. Kel is a 6 man? Yeah, because I think it's Nick. Oh, see, I did not know this. TJ said Solo. I didn't know he was off the bench. I thought Solo started. But he be late all the time too, so he don't. Yep, we got to throw him in there. Solomon definitely.
Kel from the Bulldogs don't start.
That's what I was saying. I thought he started.
Okay, so here's the thing about this stuff, right? Consistency matters, should matter, at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like Kel ain't been consistent with it. He's been hooping, but it hasn't been consistent all season to where we should give him an all-season award. And that ain't no hate towards him or nothing like that. I give you your respect. You've been hooping, but it got to be one of them things where I show up all 10. And even if it's not all 10, I show up 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, majority of the time.
I wonder if TJ was throwing Solomon in there for must improve instead of 6-man, because somebody just said he's a starter, which I thought he was. They said he started out of 7 out of 9 games. So I thought he was a starter.
Beckett said Charger starters are Smoke, Fireball, KB, Rock, and Shaq.
So Amari is definitely in that 6-man running. He definitely is. Let me see. He only started because of matchups. Kel was top 10 in scoring early in the season. I mean, we got some arguments. You know what I'm saying? We got some arguments. So that's why I like when y'all put your opinion in there. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So we'll go with the next one.
Defensive player of the year.
Next.
Chicken man.
Next.
I mean, Chicken man.
No disrespect to nobody who feels like they should be in the category. Come on, next.
Chicken man.
Nobody, not even being biased. It's just he was doing it with the Red Hawks, and then he came over here with us, and he's doing it with us.
It's hard to make an argument against him right now. So I'll move on. Let somebody else want to say.
Coach of the year. We got Miguel. Lex.
Miguel, Alexis, TT if he win this next game.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Shout out Coach TT.
TJ, if you listening to me, dog, if you sit over there at 3 o'clock on Sunday with the Bulldogs and they win that game,
Scooch on over there a little bit.
Your name will be on
the man.
I will write it in myself. I will put other and put TJ Barlow.
Yeah. But on the real though, Jordan was the other one.
Jordan.
Yeah. So it's Miguel, Alexis, Jordan. I think those are your top 3 running right now. Yeah, not in specific order. I just said it. Yeah.
Rookie.
Amari. Malolo.
Yep.
Jay.
No.
I don't see any arguments. Who else can you think of? Anybody else think of anybody else? Because that's hard to. That was a good list you pumped out real quick. Let me see.
Someone said with Lex losing to.
So they throwing shade on Lex.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question then, right? Because Lex beat Jordan, did she not? Did Black Eyes beat the Savages?
They beat him.
So how is
bad.
Jordan still in contention if Lex isn't in contention when Lex beat Jordan?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't say that Lex is not still in the top running because she. It was just proven like what you were talking about earlier. Like they weren't listening to her. Like she had a game plan, they weren't listening to her.
Yeah. I don't think that one bad game should.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Rookie. Oh, he's saying Mark. He gonna name his team obviously for rookie of the year. I respect him. That's. I think he might be a shoe-in because I do like what Mark is doing in this league.
I like what he's doing. It's just
I don't think with him going up against Mike, Jay, and Amari, I don't think it's enough. You know what I'm saying? He said after that shot, I get it.
Play the year for sure. Maybe.
Everybody, yeah. So, all right, what else we got?
MVP.
PJ, let's move on.
PJ,
we do gotta throw Kel in there.
I'm about to say we gotta throw
Kel in there.
We can't disrespect Kel.
He's
been the charge for that team.
He's been the one there. You know, when other players are playing in other leagues, and we know, because they're talented, that they have. But Kel has been the guy that's been there, so he's kept it running. So yes, I would say those two. But I just think PJ is up there. You know what I'm saying? He's just up there right now. But
I agree with what you're saying, TJ. But they were saying that Lex shouldn't be in the conversation at all. That's not true. You can't take her out of the conversation. Like they both got to still be there. That's the point I'm making. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into who you got. My favorite part of the night.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. So first game of the night, we got Blazers versus Bulldogs. You already know.
Yeah.
Blazers.
Yeah.
Next.
I mean, you gonna say I ain't gonna. I'm with you. But who you got?
Just say Blazers.
Bulldogs.
You gonna say
Okay.
Bulldog?
I'm gonna go with the Bulldogs.
I think they're gonna fight for
When I say
sure.
Blazers, y'all know it's love, but I'm a hater. I'm gonna go with the Bulldogs. I want them to
So
beat
y'all
y'all.
attack him.
I'm not gonna front.
Leave me
I'm not
alone.
gonna front go. This is strictly just who you got for me is who you really think gonna win. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm gonna keep it a bean, right?
Yeah.
Because the Blazers themselves have the narrative that they're unbeatable. I don't think they're unbeatable, and I think that they might go into that game the same way the past two teams have gone into that game. And the Bulldogs are going to fight. They're not going to lay down.
They're not.
They're not.
Definitely not.
And if you let them stay in the game and they make smart decisions, the Bulldogs can pull it out. We've seen it. And so this is not on no hater. This is me being really real.
Gotcha.
The odds are definitely against the Bulldogs, but I think they can pull it out. I got faith in them.
So you saying the Blazers because it is somewhat pressure because they do have pretty much something to lose, and the Bulldogs have nothing to lose. They don't,
and that's why it's going to be a great game.
Okay.
When you have nothing to lose, but also they got something to gain. We took that undefeated season away from y'all.
That's true. That's true.
We the worst team in the league, and we got that stain on y'all record this season.
TT have your team there by 3.
It's fun, man. That's a good perspective, though, man. I'm still going with the Blazers, but yeah. Oh, it says Blazers better have everyone show up if they look. Okay. Oh, it says if they look like they clinched that some guys might not show up. We'll see.
I mean, the Blazers, they got a lot going on anyway. You never know who's going to be there and who's not going to be there.
Unless they're playing the Wolves. Everybody's going to be there. But yeah.
And let's get the Titans.
Yep. So, all right.
All right. Next, we got Red Hawks versus Titans.
Ooh,
That's going to be interesting.
I'm going with the Titans, man. Y'all know.
Who y'all gonna have, man? that's my question.
Nah.
Who y'all gonna have? I'm not gonna lie. I think, man, I think the Titans gonna have this one. Mainly because of Mason and the way his attitude is about getting back at a team that he leaves, and especially if they have the people that they had Sunday, I don't think the Red Hawks has enough to stop them. We don't know if Black Lightning is going to be there either, so that so I don't know. Right now it's the Titans for me. So who you got?
Just to make things interesting, I'm gonna go Red Hawks. This might be the game.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see.
Make sure you find me after the game.
I got you.
Tap my shoulder personally.
Somebody said Black Lightning ain't coming 2 weeks in a row. I don't know. He might, man. It's the last hoorah. So, who's next?
Warriors and Wolves.
No question.
WW.
No question where I'm going. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Wolves for this one for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Wolves. The Warriors just look too depleted. Rashad is hurt, and they're not going to the playoffs. So,
all right, Wolves 3 for 3. All right, next we got Chargers versus Panthers.
What? Alicia, you be talking to Mason after the game. Who was the last one? I'm sorry.
Chargers and Panthers. I ain't scared of Mason either, so it's fine.
I got the Chargers on that one.
Yeah, Chargers.
I got the Chargers on that one. I think it's gonna be a game though. I do think that because the Panthers been making every game a game. You know what I'm saying? They have, but I don't see him beating the Chargers. So, what you got though? This man gonna go with the Panthers. Look, I feel it. I feel it in my unction.
If their coach is here, I'm taking the Panthers. If Champ isn't there, I'm going with the Chargers.
And you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Which way you going with?
I'm being for that makes a difference because I feel like
It does.
I feel like
It does.
these games he hasn't been there, like him regulating what was going on, would have made a difference in the outcome. I'm not gonna say they would have won, but they fought without.
So full coach and full team, who you got?
He's saying Panthers.
Panthers.
Full coach. Who?
Darius made a great point. Says Chargers want that pick. They want that Panthers pick. So if they beat them, I think that, that's securing, you know what I'm saying? So they got something. The Chargers got something to play for, so I will say that. That's a good observation.
It's also the late night game. You see who shows up for the late
Right.
Right. So them played in 3-4 games all day. They might not make it.
Right.
All right, and last game of the night, we got Savages versus Black Ice.
Oh, it's the game of the night. It's the game of the day.
Yeah, we need to move this one.
It's the game I think this is the only game that matters in terms of playoff seeding.
It does.
I know both teams gonna want they won, so that's gonna be a tough one.
So Black Ice kind of blasted the Savages last time. The last time they played, I didn't see that coming at all. Shoot, and if Black Ice has their full squad, man, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a tough one for the Savages, but
I'm gonna go Savages.
Oh, okay. Way to break the ice. No pun intended.
She broke it. That was a good one.
I think they're ready to get their get back. So I'm gonna go Savages.
It's a tough one, man.
Is TT still in here? Are you healthy? You was limping a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
Game.
Yeah, it was.
Are you healthy? What percentage TT am I getting?
Man. It's hard to me, and this I'm gonna say Savages, and this is the reason why. I think in a season it's always hard to beat the same team twice.
Absolutely.
I think the team learns from their mistakes and they have some type of chip on their shoulder. So I'm gonna go. I chose the Savages last time and got blasted. You know what I'm saying? Because they did not win. But I just think it's hard to beat a team twice. And I think they both have something to play for. Because you avoid the play-in. Mm-hmm. If you win this game, you avoid the play-in. So I think I'm going to go with the Savages, man. It's a hard choice still, though, for me, but I think I'm going to go with the Savages.
I'm going to go Black Ice. Not to be different or anything, but, I feel like team for team, both at full strength, Black Ice just has a little bit more.
Gotcha.
And, especially with Tank being back.
If they listen to their coach.
Yeah, if they listen to the coach.
Shots fired.
Tank being back, and then, you still have Rodney, Trajan, Malik, Jay, Fletcher, who's been killing. That's a lot to have to try to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Black Ice. I do think it could go either way.
It can.
Once again, especially if TJ is healthy, I feel like it can go either way, but I'm going to lean Black Ice.
He said his Mark playing on trying to see something. I will say if they down 2 and it's 10 seconds left and Mark on the court, you better triple team him without him having the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody. Yeah, that was crazy, man. So, but yeah.
Well,
that's it, ain't it?
That is it for tonight.
Wow.
Go.
It's 9:35.
We appreciate you for
Yes,
stepping in.
Goonie.
Absolutely.
Hey, we gotta give him props too. He's been running the scoreboard and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we definitely appreciate you, bro. All of y'all that do stuff for us, man, it helps us as a league. And,
Absolutely.
it helps me because I don't have to do it.
Everything.
Because Lord have mercy. I'll be out to try to do everything, man. So I definitely appreciate what you do, man. And appreciate you coming with the invite. Appreciate you coming through, man, and being assertive. So we appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
I say I'll be back if y'all have me back. I'll come back. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. That's what's up.
All right. Well, y'all, that is a wrap. As always, tell a friend to be here on Sunday because it's going down. We love y'all.
Week 10.
Peace.
Deuce.